Today we're going to talk about why being consistent is one of the most powerful things on the planet to create success. And we're also going to talk about why some people are just not consistent.
Yeah.
And why some people are consistent. So it's going to help you out becoming more consistent, more successful in your game. And as you guys know, every single week we come at you with value, whether we spit fire in this podcast or not. But anyway, my name is Michael Barayev. I got my host, Shaquem the Meme Machine. And what we have done in New York, we have built a team of 150 plus sales guys in less than 2.5 years. And we did it with zero money invested. Now we have a solar company that's growing like crazy from coast to coast, like butter on toast. Yeah!
Let's go.
So anyway, let's talk about some of the reasons why most people are not consistent. Then you can actually ask, if you want to ask me, why am I so consistent, right?
Right.
Because I'm a freak of nature. This is not a pat on the back, by the way. This is just a skill set or a habit that I've learned to do. But let's talk about this. Why do you think most people are not consistent, in your humble but accurate opinion?
Most people, in my opinion, are not consistent because of distractions. I feel like we just got way too many things that we can put our attention on. Like, just look around a room. You have about 3,000 things that you can look at. So if I told you, hey, focus on this table right here, second somebody walks through the door, what are you gonna do? Look up and kind of like start to drift off. So I think consistency has a lot to do with focus. I think they kind of go hand in hand, and I think that if we can eliminate distractions, then we can become more consistent and more focused.
I mean, so how do people stay consistent and create success then?
Oh, man, I think they focus on eliminating anything that doesn't bring them closer towards the goal.
I'll give you an example. Like, what helps me stay consistent is, like, imagine being in a room that's filled with nothing, right? The less you have, the better around you. So a lot of people, I give you an example, they put a box of fucking cigarettes on their fucking table. They put now it's the vapes, right? It's the vapes. They put a vape next to them. Or they have their cell phone ringing from their friends. Like, my cell phone rings with business people. It's all about business. And I have people criticize me. Michael, all you care about is business. Okay, so? And?
Yeah.
What's the problem? Oh, I'm supposed to care about drugs, alcohol, and girls and guys, all this other bullshit everyone's excited about? Doesn't excite me. Doesn't motivate me, doesn't inspire me. I like talking about business. I actually enjoy business. It's a game to me. I like winning in business. I like a little bit of smack, losing a little bit. But that's, to me, it's a fucking game. And just like I could play GTA for fucking 6 hours, or Call of Duty like we play sometimes for like 6-7 hours straight, we kick ass. Yeah. But if you want to play Call of Duty with us, you know what I'm saying, you can hit us up. But we play good. You gotta be part of the, you gotta be part of the squad. You gotta, you know what I'm saying, you gotta make it. But how come we're able to play video games for 6 hours straight?
Yeah.
Because we make it important. Yeah. It's important. So I think that being consistent is all about prioritizing what's important to you and what's not. And I think the reason why most people, in my opinion, why people are not consistent, in my humble but accurate opinion, is because they believe that they don't need to be consistent. In their minds, they think that it's just a one-night hit, one-night wonder. Bang, bing, bang, I'm going to make it. And a lot of times, successful people making 100 grand, 500 grand, $1 million, they stop. Why? Because they think they have arrived. They think they got it. They think that, oh, I'm good. I'm lucky. Like, I'm so lucky that if I just go talk to 3 homeowners today, I'm gonna get 2 sales out of that. Mm-hmm. And they forget the real reason why they're out there grinding. You see, I like to grind like hours and time and energy, not for the result, but for the consistency. I do it for the exact opposite of why most people do things. A lot of people, they work because they want to get a result.
Right.
I'm not working for a result. I'm working for the work.
Right.
And the work ends up giving you the result.
That's deep. That's deep. Say it again for the people in the back.
So if I'm working and I'm working for the work and I'm not working for the result, what ends up happening is I'm always working for the work. So I'm always working. I'm always creating consistency. I'm always creating action. I'm always moving and moving and moving and moving and moving.
Yeah.
While most people, they're working for a result. So when they get that result, guess what happens? They stop working. And when I say work, it's anything. It could be action. It could be love. It could be anything.
Right.
To get them what they want.
I think that's so deep. You kind of, I think, answered the question in essence, because you cast out the goal so far that it becomes why you're doing any of the action. So it's like you almost can't reach the goal. So you need to have one really massive dreams, sounds like you're saying. But I want to ask you this question, as a matter of fact. What are some things that you had to eliminate in order to get your maximum focus? Because I know you didn't wake up like that and just walk into your adult life.
No, my life was a nightmare. 19 years old, I'm literally sleeping in the car. Mom kicked me out because I wasn't behaving. I had to figure out a way to sleep in, and I got this one room, 2 old ladies next door. It was like, it was disgusting because they used to get mad at me. I was there for only a month. I only lasted for a month there, right? And then I got kicked out. I was sleeping in my car for like 2 weeks. And then I begged my mom to take me back, please. You know, it was the winter time. I'm like, please, let me just come back. And she actually did, but she made me write down a bunch of things that I was going to do, like 19 or 20 rules in the house. One of them was take your freaking shoes off in the house. She hated shoes in the house. That was her rule. You know, Middle Eastern culture, they like shoes off. You got to, you know, they don't like the dirty house. So I ended up saying like, all right, that's what I got to do to survive in this house. Fuck it, you know? And I lived in the living room for a while, and then I didn't move out till I was 24 years old, 23, 24 years old. But the way that my life started was it was filled with distractions, filled with challenges, filled with struggles. 19 years old, you know, can you imagine moving from a box, so to say, with these two old grandmas trying to get mad at me for showing up late because I was working at 9 o'clock until 9 o'clock at night. So they didn't like the fact that I came home late. And I was like, but I finished work at 9. How the hell do you want me to come home at 6 o'clock?
Wow,
Because
you
they're ready to go to bed. Yeah, I was working till 9 all the time, 9:30. Like, I don't remember the last time I didn't work till 9 o'clock. I actually feel weird if I work till 5 o'clock. Like, having dinner, like, to me, to me is weird. I'm being serious. Like, I've been working till 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock at night for so many years. Yeah. I just don't remember the last time I can say that I was looking at the sunset. I don't remember that. And I'm not saying that to say, oh my God, my life sucks. No, I did it for a reason. I did it because I wanted the life that I have today. Yeah. I have choices up the ass. My life is a dream come true for most people. And I'm not saying that to pat myself on the back, but I have an amazing life because I designed it this way. Because I remember that I had these struggles, these distractions, these bullshit things, and I needed to like say, okay, how do I become more consistent? Well, I need to eliminate distractions. Well, how do I eliminate distractions? How? By understanding where they start, where are they coming from? Some of us don't even realize that our phone can be a distraction. It's a blessing and a curse. Right? Because you have your cousin who wants to hang out with you on Tuesday, every freaking Tuesday, and go to Lucky 7 in Manhattan, which is where I used to go when I was younger, right? And that's where you wanted to go. So guess what? Tuesday night, you get that phone call. So you stay out late, you wake up late, you start late, and the whole day is all messed up. Mm-hmm. So it's just like the decisions that we make. So when you like sometimes I see like certain people call me, and I don't answer. Yeah. I text them, yo, I'm busy right now. Yeah. What's up? Because I know it's going to be a 10-minute conversation of bullshit. Yeah. I'm not wasting my time, bro. Like, my time is valuable. Yeah. Like, I have enough with dealing with my my fiance, right? Because that's her job is to open up her heart and open up her life to me. I got enough. That's one person I got to deal with. I don't need a friend to do that for me. I don't need a cousin to do that for me. That's fucking crazy. Oh, you don't understand today. I don't give a shit. He don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. Nobody gives a shit. So that's one distraction. Other distractions are self-imposed, like putting yourself in an environment. Like, for example, if you live in Jackson Heights, right? Or you live in, Queens, for some of you that don't know. Or you live in Brickell, Miami. That is a self-imposed distraction if you're not disciplined.
Oh, yeah.
Why would you live in Miami, Brickell? Like, I live in Brickell, and I know the distractions that are out here. And I'm a straight freaking, like, I'm a straight shooter. I'm so good at it. Like, but if you're not good and you're like, if you're a virgin, as an example, why the hell would you wake up and go to the strip club?
Right.
Like, if you're married, why the hell are you in a strip club?
Correct.
So people want to go to Brickell, and Brickell and Miami is full of distractions. I'm talking about party night, party life, drinking, food, the girls, the guys, the cars, the everything. It's like paradise here. And people are like, yo, I can't wait to live in Brickell. And every time I see someone that moved down to Brickell, their whole life is all changed. Yeah. Like, I have not met one fucking person outside of myself that can be in Brickell and not get distracted. Yeah. It is very difficult. The reason why I'm not distracted is because I'm not enticed by that shit. Right. So I'm not enticed by the girls, the guys, the fucking Lamborghini, Schmamborghini, all that stuff. It doesn't motivate me at all. Like, none of that shit motivates me. So I'm not enticed by that. I don't drink. I don't do drugs. So to me, it doesn't entice me. It doesn't get me. You can sniff coke right in front of me. Like, okay, I'm out. It doesn't. I'm like, oh, let me try that. No.
Right.
That's my mentality. But most people, they're weak in that way, and they want to move down to Brickell.
Yeah.
And I see them move down to Brickell, and guess what happens? They get lost.
Eating alive. Yeah.
Their income drops by half.
Yeah.
You've seen that happen too.
Yeah.
So that's the mindset. Like, I don't put myself in places where I know I can get distracted. Mm-hmm. Now, I live in Brickell, but I live in Brickell, but I never walk around in Brickell like an idiot at nighttime. I'm home. I'm in bed by 10 o'clock at night. Think about that. But all the bullshit, all the creepy shit starts. What happens? At what time does it start?
Nighttime.
Nighttime, baby.
Yeah.
When it's dark.
Yeah.
So I think that putting yourself in the right position. So, like, for example, you see Jewish people that live in Jewish neighborhoods. Why is that?
Yeah, you mentioned that.
They don't live like in separated places. Like all the like religious Jews, they live in one community. They have their own police. They have their own ambulance. They have their own everything, bro. They have their own doctors, they have their own lawyers, they have their own accountants, they have their own insurance guys. Like, you ask a Jewish guy, you know a Jewish lawyer? Yeah. Shmuley, my uncle is a fucking lawyer.
My cousin.
My cousin, my cousin's cousin's cousin, my wife's cousin's dog. Everyone's connected.
Yeah.
You don't even need to look outside of the neighborhood. Yeah. If I ever need something, I call my friends and they're Jewish. Hey, I need a lawyer.
Right.
I got 3 Jewish lawyers. All my lawyers are Jewish. Almost all of them. Right? Oh, my accountant, oh my God, I'm thinking about my accountant. My accountants are Jewish. Right? Think about that. Why? Because we're it's like this, it's connected. So it's very important to not put yourself through those self-imposed distractions. And when I was younger, to answer your question, that was a long-winded question to answer, but when I was younger, I had a lot of those distractions. The people that I used to hang out with were the distraction. The people that were, trying to call me on Friday night, let's go chill. I hate that word. That's the most, like, if you know this word, it's the worst word on the planet for you to know. Chill. You want to be broke? Chill. You want to be fucking low self-esteem and low confidence? Go chill with your boys. Go chill. I'm serious. How many people walk around chilling? It's so stupid. It's a waste of time. Go read a book, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't like reading. Or I'm dyslexic. Great. There goes another reason why you don't want to be successful. Because you're creating fucking excuses for yourself.
Yeah.
So consistency is about making a decision and fucking not making a decision based on emotion. It's about making a decision and just doing it.
Yeah.
Over and over and over and over again.
So I have to ask
I still
you.
didn't answer the question, but it's okay.
Prompt me to ask another question. I'm going to do this for you guys that's watching. So how did you get to the point where the desires and the things that you wanted overrode the desires that you had to be socially accepted?
Because
I think a lot of people are dealing with that.
Yeah, because you know what it is? Because you're so convinced that what your friends want is what you want.
Right.
I get an example. How many of you guys have changed your perception on what kind of girl you actually like? Because your boys like a certain type of girl. Think about that. Some of you guys, when you were younger, you liked that fit girl that goes to the gym, whatever. All of a sudden, all your boys are like, ew, she's muscular, she's this, she's that. Now you're like, oh, you know what? Maybe you're right. You start shifting your belief on like maybe she needs to be a little bit thicker or whatever. Like that's what happens to people. Happens with money, happens with everything.
Yeah.
So your friends and your surrounding, even if they're as subtle as just saying, not even saying something, even if they're subtle by just giving you that look. That look right there could kill you. Because you respect your boy, you respect your homie, and your homie and your boy don't respect what you want. Because they're just joking around, because it's what? It's all about poking everyone all day and joking around, all this ego shit, right? Having a blast. But what ends up happening is that you start to shift your mindset. And little by little, you're like, you know what? Maybe they're right. Maybe I don't need to look at a girl like that. Maybe I am right. When they start saying, who the hell, why you need to make all this money, man, the right way? You can do it the wrong way. Come on, hustle this way. You start accepting the things that you would have never accepted, but because you're sitting with them, hanging out with them, their ideas become your ideas. Their ideology becomes your ideology. So I'm very afraid of who I hang out with because I'm afraid of their ideology seeping into my head. Very afraid. Because they're either seeping into me or I'm seeping into them. So I have to be stronger all the time to seep my ideology to other people because I'm afraid. I don't want the ideology of, not hustling.
Yeah.
Like there's a book that came out a long time ago, The 4-Hour Workweek.
Oh.
I don't want to be the 4-hour workweek kind of guy. That's not me. I like hustling. I like working. As a matter of fact, the times where I had no work was the time that I was most upset about. I wanted work. I wanted something to be a part of. Like I told the guys the other day, what we're trying to build, you know about this. We're trying to build a brotherhood.
Yeah.
A meaningful brotherhood. People come out of the military yearning for that shit. People come out of the gym yearning for that shit. Like people come out of sports yearning for that shit.
Yeah.
And I'm building that in the business world because people want to be part of that fucking clique. And I want to make it fucking fun and amazing where we can travel and do stuff. And I've done that with so many amazing people, Yeah. In sales, it's just that we have to hire and fire because not everyone's made for this shit. Like some of you guys want to be part of the team, but you're not made for this shit. I'm sorry. Some of you guys are. We're looking for you. Champions. I'm sifting right now. Where are you? Come on. Come build something amazing with us, right? But that's what I believe in, I don't let other people's desires affect my desires. I know what I want. And I'm very, very careful who I'm listening to on a daily basis. So I'm listening to hundreds of hours a month of videos and podcasts of people that are 10 times farther than me. People that I respect in the industries. So they're able to seep their ideology into me. Versus me getting seeped in by my boys into me. Because you're spending time with someone. I don't give a fuck who it is. You're spending time with someone. Either you're using YouTube to spend time with them. Like, I don't spend time with Grant Cardone and Patrick David all the time, but I do.
Yeah.
I do YouTube and courses and all kinds of shit. And they're seeping in their ideology into me. And that helps me be consistent. That helps me say, you know what, I want that big dream, that big goal. You know what, I can do it. Maybe I can do it. You stop questioning yourself and start going after
reinforcement.
it. And you start reinforcing it. So I believe that people need to figure out what their desires are and not get influenced by people around them and just really like dig deep on what their desires are. And really audit your desires, in my opinion. Why are you doing this desire? Why do you want this thing? Like, I had to question myself. Like, I wanted to get the Lamborghini, right? To me, it was like a big thing. And there's a reason why I didn't get it. And haters might say, oh, you didn't have the money. Good for you, okay? Matter of fact, I could have bought 12 of those suckers on the same fucking day and it wouldn't have affected me.
Yeah.
But why didn't I do it? And I thought about why didn't I buy the Lamborghini still? Because I always wanted it. I was saying I wanted it when I was younger. Why didn't I get the Lamborghini? Because I realized that the only reason why I wanted the Lamborghini was for the wrong reason. It wasn't for the real reason that I really truly wanted a Lamborghini for me. Right? I wanted it, but I didn't really want it for the right reason. I wanted it to prove someone that I could do it. And that was not the right reason to get the Lamborghini. Because then when I have that sucker sitting in my garage collecting dust. Because I'm not really a car guy. Like, if I really think about it, I'm not. Right? Like, materialistic things have never been something that motivated me. Maybe because I grew up so freaking poor, never had anything. I don't know. Maybe because I never saw value. I don't know. Nothing wrong. By the way, if you are motivated by that Lamborghini, that car, do me a favor. Get it, baby. Drive that sucker. Play with that sucker. Do what you got to do. But it just, I sat in it. I felt it. I was like, I can buy a bunch of these. I'm like, it's more of a headache for me than actually getting it. I got to deal with it. I got to make sure no one scratches it. Like, to me, that was where I started to, like, not give up on the dream, but say, I don't really need it right now. I'd rather put that into my real estate portfolio, put it into my business, or put it to something else. Honest to God. Matter of fact, Alex Hormozi talked about it. He sold everything he had and lived like as if, because sometimes having nothing is actually a good thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, I have nothing to think about. I got no debt to worry about. I got nothing. You just want to go, no, nothing to worry about. But when you have like 5 cars, 5 houses, all this shit you got to think about, it just drains your RAM, in my opinion.
Yeah.
One place to live, I'm happy, bro. I used to have a place in New York, a place in Miami. Drove me bananas. I'm like, I'm not living there. I'm spending money on it. I'm like, yeah, I got the money, but you just start thinking about stupid shit, right? So simplicity, for me, simplicity has just made my life easier. That's why I have a simple wardrobe. I don't have anything crazy expensive. Simple. And it keeps me humble, and it keeps me like disciplined and simple. Like, keeps me consistent with what I need to do. Because I remember, I'm not doing it for the reward.
Right.
That's another game. That's a 1%er mindset, in my opinion. I know I'm kind of edifying myself, but it is a powerful thing that I've trained myself to be, is I am focused on the work. I'm excited about the game. The game and the hustle is what motivates me.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm so consistent, because it's not about the reward.
Powerful, 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 powerful. I think that's probably the best way to answer that question. But if anything, I think that not just me, but I think that a whole lot of people extracted that answer. So that definitely lines it up. I mean, shoot, we could probably talk about consistency all day. I do want to ask one more question when it comes to consistency, and I'm going to do this one for the last guys at home. When it comes to being consistent, what is a way that you are or rather, I rephrase it. What are you struggling with, and what pulls you away from consistency? And when you're feeling pulled away, how do you kind of like stop it and reel it back in? Because I'm sure there's still with this mindset, there's still things that
where I'm at right now, or where I was before.
Now.
So right now, the thing that holds me back to get what I needed done is the people that I select around me. So I'm at a different place.
That's
where
a deep one.
I know for a fact, like, nobody has to tell me this. I'm a fucking G. Like, you could tell me I'm not, curse me, hate me, you arrogant piece of shit. No, I know I'm a G. Because I feel myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know I'm a G.
Yeah.
But I don't walk around telling everyone, I'm a G, I'm a G, I'm a G, I'm a G, you're a fucking B. You know what I'm saying? I don't do that, right? But I know that I'm a G. I'm confident as shit. I know that if I need to get something done, it can get done. The problem is now, the next level is not about you being a G.
Right.
It's about how many Gs can you develop.
Yeah.
Show me top Gs. The real top Gs are the ones that are not talking about themselves, right? It's the ones that are talking about their team. So my transition in the past, I would say 3-4 years, has been focused on how do I develop other top Gs. And that's been the challenge.
Right.
So that's what's been holding me back, in my opinion, because I'm always doing things to help my Gs become top Gs. And it's a fucking long process. Like, my goal is to help you become one of the top fucking Gs in whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish.
Yeah.
It's a process. It takes time to do that. And that's been the challenge. Because you have your beliefs, you have your ideologies, you have your thoughts, you have your preconception, all these different things. So you have to spend way more time with me so I can give you those ideologies to become that top G as an example.
Fair.
Right? So that's been the toughest thing because not everyone is open to that, especially in our business. I'm not going to just help someone become a top G that's in a different industry. Not because I don't want to, it's because there's no win-win for both of us. It's got to be a win-win. So like if someone is in my industry together with me, it's easier for me to spend time with you. We're doing shit together.
Correct.
That's why I love business, because business puts people together. That's why God actually wanted us to use money. People think money, and I said this before in other videos, people think money is the root of evil. No, money is what makes people interact.
Right.
And that's why I'm going to call my cousin Shmuley and say, yo, buddy, I need a lawyer. Can I interact with him? Otherwise, I would have never talked to him. I talk to my friends and my family because of business. It's a good thing. Business is a healthy thing. As a matter of fact, it's more healthier than going to the strip club. It's more healthier than going to the clubs. It's more healthier than chilling. I think business is the healthiest thing on the planet. Sharpens your tools, sharpens your mind, builds those relationships. I'm talking to Shaquem, because of business. Yeah. And if we didn't do business, we would probably talk, but because we have the similar interest of business, we're able to communicate on a daily basis, and I'm able to give him my ideology, and he's able to help me. I'm able to help him. That's the beautiful thing about that. Yeah. So my biggest challenge in becoming consistent and doing what I need to do is that not forgetting that I got other people that I got to bring with me, and that's the challenge. Because most people, 98% of people, are just weak.
Got it. Okay.
98% of people. Like I've invested into people in the past couple of years that I'm like, damn, bro, they're just not gonna make it.
Yeah.
Or they're gonna make it, but they quit on themselves too fucking early. Yeah. They gave up. It was too hard to go through the pain. And something about me, bro, I don't let pain, determine my actions, bro. Pain is like when pain kicks in, I'm like, yo, not why me, motherfucker. You know the 3-letter word. Try me, motherfucker. Right? That's my mindset.
Take it, yeah.
Not many people are ready for that kind of question and that kind of answer, but to me, that's where the challenge has been. It's helping other people become top Gs.
Okay, helping other individuals become top Gs. My last question, and I'm going to ask this one because we've all been in this position. I'm quite sure you have been there. What do we tell, or what would you tell someone at home that's watching, or someone watching on their phone, whether they're sitting on their couch, driving to work, listening to it? They've been inconsistent for a while. They've been beat up. Life is on the downside. They just have been in a position where they just do not feel like they can develop any traction. What would be the first thing that you tell that person if they're in front of you today, and what would be their first step?
I'm going to tell them to play a little hangman with me, okay? It's a 5-letter word, okay? Don't be that word. BITCH, okay? Don't be a bitch, honestly. I understand that you got smacked up. I understand you're going through pain. I understand you're going through troubles and tribulations. I understand that. But do you know why you feel the way you feel? You know why people feel the way they feel? It's fucking simple. Because they're consuming so much bullshit on the internet that fucks with their mind. It fucks with them and it makes them feel lesser, makes them feel weaker, makes them feel smaller. When in reality, they just need to take their fucking balls and throw it over their shoulders, just go out there and create action. But because I just saw an article today, 25% of kids in school are identifying as LGBTQ. Nothing wrong with that. God bless your soul. Do whatever you want. But why is it 25%? Because they're brainwashing kids these days with all kinds of shit. At 13 years old, you shouldn't be thinking about that kind of stuff. I wasn't thinking about that shit at 13. I'm confused at 13. I don't know what the fuck I want at 13. I still don't even know if I want to live at 13. I'm like, damn, my mom and dad are struggling. I don't want to struggle. But they're trying to infuse these indoctrinations, these ideologies. Now, listen, I have a lot of gay friends. I love gay people. Nothing wrong. Please don't take it the wrong way because I know this clip can get cut in 100,000 ways and oh my God. I like gay people. I got nothing against them. But I do have a ideology I don't like, to fucking shove something down someone's throat. And I don't need to tell a 13-year-old, you're gay, you're straight, you're this, you're that. A 13-year-old boy, you know what he needs? Fucking love, and he needs discipline. That's what they need. A little bit of love and a little bit of discipline. A little bit of love, a little bit of discipline, so they can become a fucking man, a boy. And a woman needs a little bit of love and also discipline, so she can become the right fucking woman she needs to become. Because a woman is not going to be disciplined enough to hang with a man and take care of him, in my opinion, right? When you have a husband and a wife, the woman takes care of the man takes care of the woman, and what ends up happening is that the woman needs to be disciplined to catch up to the guy. But if the guy's not disciplined, she ain't catching nothing. She wants to fucking find someone else. Why do you think so many women are looking at other men? Because there's very little masculinity out there.
Yeah.
Because the man's not being a man, he's being a bitch. No disrespect. BITCH, right? Female dog. Don't get mad, YouTube, right? But because people are not doing what they're supposed to do, and they're looking at Instagram and TikTok and YouTube and getting influenced by social media, influenced by other people, influenced by the weak society, they become weaker, and then they start thinking they're lesser of. The word fucking depressed shows up so much. Go Google the word depressed, look how many fucking searches are coming up every day. Everybody wants to use that word as depressed. That's why you're not consistent. Because you believe that depression is holding you back. Now, I understand there's feelings, you feel low, you feel uninspired, you feel unmotivated, you feel, I get that. We've all been there. Believe me. But I don't identify as a depressed person. I identify as an amazing individual that had a challenge that fucking day. And I felt a little bit low for that moment, for a quick few seconds. Like today, I was very angry today. For a few minutes. If you were around me within 3 feet, you probably would have got punched. Maybe elbowed in the neck. Maybe.
I was within 10 feet.
He's within 10 feet, so he knew, right? But that happens. That happens.
Yeah.
Quick fucking bing, bang, boom, next. I didn't let it dwindle for the rest of the day, the rest of the month. I'm not going to wake up tomorrow, oh my God, angry again. Or oh my God, I'm depressed. No, I don't identify with that shit. I identify as being a man that wants to win, that wants to provide for other people and be the beacon of hope for a lot of young men that need this in their life. Like I love Andrew Tate, I love all these people, but what ends up happening is they start talking about other shit and then they get fucking banned and everyone starts to hate them. So hopefully, I can be that beacon of hope for some men and for some young women that they don't have to get influenced in a negative because I literally live my life in a straight line. I don't cheat, I don't steal, I don't fucking do any of that bullshit, I don't do drugs, I don't alcohol because I know that one motherfucking kid is looking up to me. So that's how I'm able to stay so consistent because I'm like, you know what? This guy Tony right there in fucking Oklahoma is watching me.
Yeah.
How can I fuck up for Tony? It's a big responsibility. So I'm able to be consistent. So in my opinion, I think the BITCH word is a big thing, common thing because people are getting influenced by a lot of things out there in the media and a lot of things in the marketplace.
Fair enough.
So I just think they need more men. And listen, if you're a young guy making babies and you're not going to be the father, this is what happens. It happens a lot in the African American community. The dads just popping babies and disappear.
Yeah.
And then they wonder what happens to their children. You need a father figure.
Yeah.
You need that father figure. It's important. It's vital.
Yeah.
Right? I didn't have a lot of it. My father figure was there, but he wasn't there. There was what there. Beat me up, not beat me up. It was kind of like a weird vibe. I still love him to death. He's an amazing guy. But it wasn't there the way it was supposed to. He gave me too much motherfucking discipline. Maybe I'm a little bit wacko because of that. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But I'm very proud of, going through those struggles because I am who I am today and I'm able to be that beacon of hope for other people.
Powerful.
Hopefully.
Powerful. I think that, you certainly answered my questions, and I'm quite sure you answered some people's questions that's watching this, man. So,
listen, stay
powerful.
consistent, stay focused. If you have not yet subscribed to the channel, it's because I've been consistently asking you to subscribe to the channel. You still haven't done so. Just press the button. Don't procrastinate. Press that little button and say, you know what? Subscribe, baby. And we appreciate you guys. And obviously, as you guys know, every single week we come at you with some fire. And we'll see you guys in the next video.